And if I'm going to keep this body landmark here on the shoulder as a reference and my elbow as the other reference, I need to move the arm, right? So I need to move the arm a little bit more to get my elbow onto that. I like to use this as reference because it's a guide to forget right proportion scales or proportions in the whole body. The same for the legs. I can create the same thing all for the distance between the trapezius here. Let's see what happened. This triceps. Okay, we have the elbow here. And it's totally different. One arm, the triceps is contracted to the back. The other is completely straight out from the back. It's the same muscle but looks completely different. Even if you're exploring dynamic poses through internet, you can see that, wow, the body has a wonderful behavior. I think for the reason I love to do this, because exploring this reference about motion, well, you can find amazing muscles, behaviors and motions and silhouettes. For example, try to look for contemporary dances or gymnastic competition where the body is forced to the limits. It's wonderful to see, and you can see how the muscles work, or are connected. And again, try to see your models 360 degrees constantly, because this is 3D. And again, any change on one view will affect the others. So I'm just applying really quickly movement on my brush over the model to get this nice. I don't want to touch the hands again. I maybe the other session, no, maybe no, the other session I will show you hands, and I will show you a final body anatomy completely. And the head, absolutely. Today I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to work on other things for you to look. I think that it's okay. See the ball thing, you know, work with symmetry and work without symmetry. But I would like to work on symmetry on the creature, because for me the symmetry will give you a really nice advantage about design, because how do you design in both sides at the same time? So to work on expression is really cool and appropriate. But let me work a little bit more on this, because it's our main character, not the creature. It's a superhero, or maybe I'm wrong. This is the evil on the creature. This is the good guy dying for some kind of unfair reason. You know, it's funny when you are creating this play with histories on your mind, you know. I'm going to save again. I know that Civilus has an autosave tool, but I don't like to use that. Sometimes because I don't have enough memory on my disks, and I spend a lot of time sculpting day by day. If I keep the save tool activated, my computer will crash, and that happened to me. For that reason, I'm not using the quick save tool, because at the end you will have tons or gigabytes if you're working on a huge file. Also for the flow, sometimes you're working, you have an idea on the rush, and this quick save process appear on your screen. So wow, this is incredible. I feel stressed about that. For that reason, I don't like to cut my flow when I am creating. I like just turn on music, and that's the time happen. You know, I enjoy the process a lot. I enjoy the process a lot. Well, now before my have days and days of experience, absolutely I thought, or I was worried about the final result, you know, how it will look. But now, when you get an experience and you get good feedbacks of your work from others, you know that spending a good time will give you a nice prize at the end, a nice reward at the end. Just spending enough time. We have 1 hour on this, for example. And for me, it's a short time period. I think that we need to increase this area a little bit. Yeah. Now I think that the legs are shorter, related with the whole character. So I want to work on one leg first. I want to increase the size. I think this leg has a similar pose, right? I want to increase the size. I'm going to connect more muscles here. I don't worry about the other leg because the idea is complete this straight leg and then bend it into the other. Okay, let's fit the foot. Okay. I have a leg here. Right. These rounds are amazing. Goes to show to you where the legs are connected. Looking one side, you can see what proportion, the other not, because the other leg's not completed yet. You have many connections on the legs. Then break these muscles here. Going back to the reference. Yeah, sometimes it's good mark the muscles to have an idea how it's working, but the skin will cover all these tensions. Sometimes in the comic, sometimes no, most of the part of the time, in the comic they like to mark muscles in a doing exaggeration, I think so, because this create the idea of the strong, how the stronger the character is, you know. Unless that you are practicing to be a motion builder guy who play in competitions, you can see these bodies on a real wall every time, you know. And even in this competition, the guys use oils to turn the muscles bright, the carbs of and really, they look really massive, but at the same time look have the muscle completely defined. And that idea is used in comics. Yeah, this muscle completely defined. To see how powerful are the characters, you know? And it's good. But yeah, this comic is imagination, fantasy, sci-fi, whatever you want to call our tales. An idea, yeah, is try to get nice anatomy reference, nice natural bodies, but I like to exaggerate things too, because I'm not doing hyper realistic characters. I'm just doing sculpt exploration or fantasy comic characters. So I don't know, it's a good idea. Yeah, spend a lot of time doing hyperrealism. I know that many artists like to do hyperrealism and are really good artists doing hyperrealism. I know someone who has amazing hyperrealism skills, but I'm more closer to look this as an art approximation and create so I suppose that we have this leg almost completed. I want to inflate a little bit. Yeah, this is another way to create things. Sorry if I jump to another pieces, but it's my way to sculpt. You know, not focus on one, just see the character in general, or see my piece of the thing that I'm creating in a general way. vision. I'm doing this by memory, guys. Maybe I need to add more torsion here on the apps. Okay, sorry. I need to rest a little bit to speak. I'm trying to run in. Okay. But yeah, please try to spend enough time on your things, you know. Run is not a good idea. If you are running, you will feel tired at the end. It's not a good way to enjoy your things, you know. Feeling tired, I'm not recommended. Well, this leg now is out of proportion from my new leg here, but no worries. Super Serious can fix it. Now I can imagine not to work on ZBrush. I was a Moodbox fan before now ZBrush really well, because my workflow was, well, a long time ago, work on the base model in Maya, then apply UVs and all these things that you need to move to Moodbox and work on Moodbox. But now that I'm learning, because this is learning constantly more about ZBrush day by day, I can imagine work on other software. It's not for a promotional thing, it's just because it's the best software on the market, I think so, to work on digital school. Someone told me that, okay, yeah, Blender has good tools too. Maybe I will test someday, but for now I just prefer following my skills on the software that I have on my hands. Okay. And to duplicate this, I'm going to use the select lesson press Ctrl Shift at the same time, drag to laser tool, and to select some glitches part. It's okay there. Geometry, modify topology, delete hidden, and you will have just one thing. The other part already disappeared, but I don't need it. I just need the leg. I'm going to use Dynamesh for this. I'm going to apply deformation mirror. I'm going to try to put this leg on the same position of the other, and I can see a hole in proportion. I'm not too far at all, but I know that the other leg changes because I apply more mesh and increase the size, obviously, because I noticed that my body doesn't have a good proportion. And once you acquire experience, you have to be a good critic about your work. Or if you have order to show you, okay, how it's looking good, I need to change something, it's okay. Also follow another point of view. In a company, it happens in that way. You will receive feedback from many point of view, and you have to follow your art director or your lead sculpt. Then you will get a good criteria. When you have enough experience at the end, okay? Okay, I'm using masking here. Select the talon. Oh. And I'm going to delete this because I think that I don't need it anymore. Yeah, looks terrible. So I'm going to do this on the opposite way. Select the body to hide the leg. Geometry, delete hidden. Turn off the solo mode. And I'm going to merge both objects. Merge down. Well, I think that it's a good approximation. I think so. Well, I continue playing with this guy, but I think that we get a nice approximation on the school to our final character. Obviously, this needs more time to see how the body is working, doing the action, you know, but from, I want to say this to this, you have a nice progress. Then you see is a transformation in each step. You know, this was our first step. This is a second step, I think so, to get shapes closest to the anatomy, just using chunks of cylinders, cube. Okay, and then the final is a body with a better sculpted idea. Okay, let's see if I can show you really quickly. I know that you want to show more, but yeah, I need to use my time on other things. Sorry guys. I really appreciate all the persons here, all the people, sorry, here. Follow me, follow this webinar. Let me show you the other idea about use symmetry. I consider that symmetry is really useful to looking for reference on the nature or from other artists, drawings or concept. I want to try to keep in mind those ideas about the nature things, you know, the nature shapes. Because my character is some kind of centipede, crustaceous, alien, mutant, whatever, worm. I just need the big head or half the part of the body, or just a portion of the body of my creature. And I like to use this amazing tool that Sirius has now on this newest released versions. And let's use this sculptors tool. Now you can activate the symmetry using sculptors, and there you have to start to play with your imagination, you know. But the idea is have this nice worm from scratch. Yeah, look this. You can have shapes working on symmetry. That will result really cool to analyze. As you move, you flow, you brush, using clay tubes it is. Look at nice shapes, and just following some line that you are applying here, you can see, okay, I can use this like plates, I can use this like an organic design. you have to create a space for the legs. And in creating this, you will get more shapes. Then you can solve some things and start to apply cool organic lines here. I think that this is a good way to use symmetry, no? To get really nice shapes from the brushes. And follow the organic flow. You see, oh, here's another line. Okay, we can use it. Here's another. You can use it. You're creating a character. You're creating a creature. It's totally free creativity. It has a face here. Imagine. I think we put the eyes here, right? This would be your face, a really ugly face, with more eyes. Let's work on the other marks. I'm going to use this snake hook tool. I have to change my max to max pen. Can move and apply it smooth. Well, June is just play with things that you have in mind. Yeah, play with lines, play with really quickly. And this line will give to you more lines to put things there, you know. example, follow this line, follow this other, follow this line here, follow this and this. Move fast, just improvisation. I think so is the right way. Then this character should be posed because it's different, you know. I'm creating the design and I have to pose this character, and then okay, the character starts to break this wall in the middle, and you have to move the character there and apply that sensation, apply that idea, you know, to give the sensation about this character is suffering. And for me, guys, this is the best way to use the symmetry tool here to create amazing new things. Maybe if I don't like, I will move on other design or do multiple sketches. You know, this should be one, and then I can start another with another sphere. I don't know if this is too big right now for that reason. The computer is running a little bit slowly. But now we have, yeah, almost 1 million polygons on this sculptures tool. More than 1 million polygons. Turns a little bit heavy to handle. This is our interior. It's more organic, it's fluids, and organic shapes. Okay. You can play with other brushes like spiral. Look like ears. I don't like too much. I'm going to remove. guys. Well, I think that's enough for today. I really hope that you like this live. Please be tuned for more of this character on the next webinar. Thank you very much for Siman, and thank you very much for skill trails. Sorry, for giving me this opportunity. Skill trails. So it's really hard to pronunciate for me. Pronunciation for me. Sorry. Skill trails. Thanks, Siman. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. I think that I'm going to keep playing with this character until the next session. Then we can see how to work. Pausing this, war on hands. I'm going to show you this character completely designed and play more with the anatomy of this guy on the next time. I think that I'm going to work a little bit more, record some progress, and I will show you the next time in a fast camera or something like that. No, I'm trying to explain what I did. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you all the people to be here. Thanks for following my work, and I hope you enjoy it. Please stay tuned for more sessions with this character with me. I hope you learn a lot on my process. Thank you very much. I don't have more to say, just thank you. Okay, bye bye.